Once you've created an account, this tutorial now will show you how to go about creating wiki pages and editing them. If you have signed out, go ahead and sign back in. And then you'll notice that the Apply to be a Writer button has changed and is now the Easy Edit button. The Easy Edit button on the home page has a lock icon over the pencil, which indicates that that is locked to prevent it from being edited. So let's go to the Explorations page, and you'll notice that it opens up a sub-menu on the Site Pages Navigation pane to show us all of the student wikis underneath the Explorations page. Clicking on any of these arrows will expand the navigation list to show you all of the pages that are organized underneath the page that the arrow has hierarchically. So we can shrink or expand that list. Now we want to create a page that is subordinate to the Explorations page on the same level as Chris Sample Student here. So on the Explorations page, click Add Page at the bottom of the navigation pane, and then we'll give it a name similar to the Chris Sample Student page here. This will be a placeholder for your home page for your exploratory wiki project, and then all of your pages that show each QHQ step will be organized underneath this top level page. Keyword tags are not necessary. These are used for large wiki sites to help make searching easier. Blank page template is what we'll use, and then we'll click the Add Page button. Now you'll notice we have a brand new page. It's got the title, and there's no page content, so we'll need to add some page content here. Click the Easy Edit button, which brings up the Easy Edit toolbar, and if you'll scroll a bit to the right and scroll up a little, you can see we have an editing window here for content. The Easy Edit toolbar has some word processing type functionality. It lets you format text and format the paragraphs to change their alignment and so on. You can also add photographs and add links to other pages within the wiki and external pages. For now, I'll just put a placeholder. Content goes here. A little explanatory note to myself for later on. And then click the Save button. After you click the Save button, it pops up an Add and Edit Note window. You should always use the Edit Note window because when someone's looking at a summary of the different versions that the wiki page has gone through, they'll be able to see exactly what changes were made based on what the editor says happened, and not have to go and look at each version of the page to understand how the page has evolved. Click the Save menu, Save button, and notice that there was a Watch This Page check mark. If that is checked, then whenever someone makes a change to this page other than you, it should send you an email telling you about the page change. It should send you a message in your My Profile area that you can read. So if you don't care about watching a page, then you should unselect that button. So we've created a page and we've edited the page. If we go back into the Easy Edit again, and then click Save, you'll notice we have another editing note box. Let's take the watch off the page. Type an edit note about what we did, and then click the Save button. Edit notes should be brief, but they should be descriptive. Then we have the page, and this is what people will see when they come to this page and they're not in the process of editing. So all the information will be here in this pane. You'll notice that you have to still scroll around a little bit because the site defaults to a size larger than 800 by 600, which is the size of this video. If you'll scroll down, if you look at the top first of all, I'll show you some features of the page. There's an edit tags link which lets you edit those searchable tags. There is an add a to-do link, and the to-do list actually is a list of things that you intend to do to the page, and other people can also add to the to-do list. They can check things off as being done and so on, so that when you're working on a page with a group of people, you can keep track of what needs to be done on the page, what content needs to be added, what needs to be edited, and then check those items off your list when they do get done. There's also a More Tools link, and in the More Tools gives you the options to turn the watch on the page on or off, to add a file attachment, rename the page, or to move the page. Move the page will be useful when you put a page in the wrong place in the hierarchical menu and you want to put it in a different part of the hierarchy. Also, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll notice that there's a summary of the page updates, when the page was updated last, and a history of the different edits to the page. If you click on Complete History, this brings you to an overview about the different versions that the page had. When the page was first created, of course, there was no content added or deleted. We just created the basic page. After the first edit, it gives you the summary of what was added there, and you can see that my note here explaining what I did to the page is present. And then on my second edit, it says more words were added, and there again is my editing note. If anything happens to be changed on the page, like someone accidentally deletes the page and you wanted to roll that back, there's also a way to recover those changes. For now, let's go back to the previous page, and you'll notice that other tools here include a new thread area. This new thread area works just like discussion forums in Angel. And it also has a keyword tags box, and you don't have to fill out that information. And we also don't have to watch the thread if we don't want it to send us an email or a message every time someone adds a response to the thread. Now, if we post that, and then scroll down to the bottom of the window again, you'll notice that we have a threaded discussion started. And this is a place for you, especially if you're, again, working with a group of people on a wiki site, a place to be able to talk about how you're going about changing the page or what edits you're making, so that the group can be in agreement about what you're doing to the page. This is also going to be useful to you as we're asking you to post your QHQ process steps, and then we'll ask you to engage in some peer response, visit other people's wiki sections, and make comments on the QHQ process steps that they are posting. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell, creating and editing new wiki pages.